What it do, YouTube? Welcome to Hip Hop World. It's your boy Papa Benji. We are back with another visual today. Y'all know these visuals get very critical. Without further ado, God is good and God bless you all with the most positivity and prosperity in your aura. I want to give a shout out to all the members in the community and all the new subscribers. Make sure y'all take the time out and join the Benji community, man. Grab some Zasa, popcorn, whatever y'all need to relax, and let's get it going, family. Y'all know what the vibes are.
Actually, it's closer to 20. He's got, and that's just in the shirt.
What these officers were seeing was nothing short of demonic, but even more unholy was the story that gave birth to this terrifying crime scene. The story of a man who paid a heavy price for being too kind to someone, only to be repaid with the repeated brutal of a woman who meant everything to him, turning him into a monster who eventually committed the ultimate sin.
Wow.
This case will leave you questioning the twisted world we live in.
He doesn't look like he's moving. I'm afraid to approach. God forbid there's
I ain't gonna lie, female make you do some crazy shit.
I don't see any movement right now, but I haven't opened it or anything. Okay. I'm just afraid that
Who said gun?
these folks right here.
Fruit Loop,
We're talking
Shauna.
about a weapon.
Well, we looked in the windshield. We laid out. Oh, you bring it up to it? Yeah. Look in the windshield.
Can't see anything.
Let's just back up. Let's get a drone in front of it.
Oh, there's a passenger side window here.
Is the lady deceased or something like that?
He's 10-by-4.
He's deceased?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. But how? Well, he's got a cut right there on his wrist, but it's hard to. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, did he clock himself out? I hope he did not clock himself out, bro.
They said they saw a weapon, though.
Yeah.
Bishop Watson, you can disregard. 3 David can respond here. Got a lot of blood over here, too.
Yeah, I know. Steering wheel and everything.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
It's a weird position to be in.
Yeah.
I got blood outside the door here, too.
Watch out
Let's
for
just back
people
up
like
for a
that
minute.
for sure.
I guess. There's nobody else in there?
I didn't even know.
This is verify. Yeah. We got blood here on the door. On the outside. Yeah. We got some type of a scuff. Let's just back up from it. Yeah. Do you see a gun or a knife?
I don't see a gun or a knife. I see a nick in his right in the throat. Oh, yeah. I can't see it real well, but.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, this could be a.
This could be a homicide. Yeah, let's just back up. Let's close it down. Hey, guys, can I get you to move your ambulance out of here?
You guys are good to go.
To get like a cover up?
10-by-4. So.
I got Dicer coming. Let's get tape up and around everything.
Down here, Brian is what I hear. Late 30s, early 40s.
Okay, where'd you hear that?
From East Coast employees.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So, do you guys know this person?
Yeah, he works here. He's our opening guy, yeah. Worked here for probably 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay.
No,
Wow.
2 or 3.
You said Brian.
Brian,
Is he deceased?
Yes. When's the last time you guys saw him?
well, last night before I left work, you know,
Okay.
that's
So
I was talking, he was fine. We talked and all that stuff. He seemed to be in a pretty good mood.
No visible weapons. He's got a good laceration here and then a good laceration on his neck.
Oh, you said cover it with like a quarter?
Like a puncture.
Okay, LB. That's insane right there,
His
though.
finger's almost cut off. He's got defense wounds in his fingers.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's why we're closing it all down.
The dead body inside the car was of Brian, who according to police reports was found pinned in the driver's seat, slouched toward the passenger side door.
Wow.
His body had unfathomable numbers of holes and lacerations from his head down to his legs, and blood had pooled beneath his seat, making it a scene so gruesome that even the officers weren't able to comprehend it.
What the fuck?
However, they were about to receive some crucial information from the deceased man's colleagues. Information that would shed light on a story that only grows darker and darker as we move further into the case.
I called.
Okay.
It was probably about 7:15 when I came out, because usually when I'm in there working, usually he's in there doing the bouncing machines, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's usually in there at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
When I didn't see him, I was like, did he fall asleep in his car? I mean, it can happen.
Yeah.
He usually stays out here.
I hope this man didn't do something that he probably had enough in his life, or it could have been a setup, but I don't know too much for sure, but it does leave us question. It will leave us question for sure.
Listens to his music, car running.
Not even gonna lie.
And when it hits 7, he comes in. Well, I came out and his car's not running. It's like, I knocked on the window and nothing. It's like, well, maybe I missed something. So I went to look inside because I saw that there was a little clear spot in there, and looked and saw, and it's like this.
Yeah.
So I saw his eyes open. I saw blood in his hand.
Yeah.
It's not no brain
Yeah.
to figure this out.
Yeah. Okay.
He's had a problem with his ex and her boyfriend pulling stupid As far as, yeah, I mean,
Do you know their names?
Gilbert.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him, y'all. Really, this is really insane. Cause I don't like, bro. You can never like judge somebody with what they're going through in life, bro. Like you can have so much to say about the situation, but you can really never judge a person with how they going through in life because they are their own person, and if they feel like they've been through the worst in life, then it sometimes people have been through the worst, and there's no coming back from it. And sometimes people abuse the depression feeling as well. You get what I'm saying? It might not be real shit going on, and they still feel like they life ending, and they ain't even experienced life yet. So it's like you got to get somebody. You really got to give life a chance first. Sadly, but for surely.
I know his first name. I don't know his last name.
What's up, Alex?
Kathy knows all the names because he was an ex-employee here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was a lot of shit.
Right.
How did you know
W
there was
Nokia.
issues with that?
Because he talked about it.
Okay. Was there recent
Peace.
issues?
So did this guy work here?
Yeah, he works here. So
The one in the black car works.
he works here at Superior
W
Tire,
Alex.
Which is different than here.
which is different. This is Longview Tire.
Yes. So he is an employee there.
Yes. He comes here often or whatever. So long story, but I've been dealing with him, his ex-wife, and her new husband, which they've been married for like 20 years. But I just summoned him for assault too, DV.
The guy in the black car?
Based upon her statements that I've been working with. That's where the Superior Court, the Superior Court video and everything.
Okay.
That's this whole case.
Okay, because he definitely got some defensive moves at hand that are concerning.
He got a restraining order against her, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Against both of them. But they came to, he lived at the Monticello Hotel. He was renting a little apartment or something there.
Yeah.
And I guess they can't
God bless
prove it was
BLM.
them, but both his vehicles got keyed. Other shit was said, I know that, and he came in and he's got a kid with her, two, I think.
Not too much.
About what time did you say you saw him? About 7?
Talking to
I was out here
witnesses.
at 7:15.
7? Last night? This morning?
Yes.
How about last night?
Last night he was gone.
He wasn't here last
He
night.
wasn't here last night.
This happened this morning.
This happened.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Wife discovered husband murked her ex? So that's not the husband in the car? That's her ex in the car? Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. The husband is crazy. That's what the title says.
Yeah, I left.
I was just trying to find out when the last time you guys saw
when
him.
the other guys come in, they could say when he left or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't here,
okay.
so
Okay.
but I know when he usually comes in, and he's here. He's usually here probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Because he's here before I am, and I'm here at 6:30.
If he killed himself, he really cut his hands to do it, which would be unusual.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So
Dicks are on their way, so we'll just hold it down for dicks.
yeah. My reports will probably come into play in some of my conversations with her because she's just purchased a gun and she's still alleging harassment by him and everything. And so
Something not right.
that's what I know. I have the names, so for Ken, I can give him. I know the.
We'll get to that when we get to
Yeah.
but let's worry about the scene and clear the scene.
Yep.
Deal with this, and we'll go from there. All right.
All
And
right.
they had kids together.
Case of miscarriage.
Poor
Yes.
kid lost a father over some
That like
jealousy.
this week?
That's a fact.
It's been ongoing since August, but I submitted the charges last week after all the doctor's appointments and everything by the ex-wife.
She's the victim yet?
She's the victim of the DV.
She's got a new man?
Yeah, it's about 20 years. They've been separated. They have 3 adult girls. They're originally from Colorado.
Definitely a possibility,
she moved out
Shauna.
here after
Messing
DV
around.
stuff and everything out there in order, and then he followed a year later or something. Basically, try to be close to the kids, although she says he has nothing to do with the girls.
Wow.
There's some real. I'm suspicious of some of the initial stuff on the report. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, you can read the
Husband feeling like he got to protect his family, even though it's still a co-parenting situation going on. That's what it sounded like. It definitely sounded like jealousy for sure.
report, and you probably have come up with the same conclusion that I did.
Brian had been living in Washington for 3 years. Prior to that, he had spent his entire life in Colorado, where he married Sandra in 1996. She was just 16 at the time, and the couple had 2 daughters in the years that followed.
You got married at 16?
Around 2000, Brian brutally assaulted their firstborn, as a result of which she developed.
You said what?
Around 2000, Brian brutally assaulted their firstborn, as a result of which she developed shaken baby syndrome.
Why would he do that to a baby?
Leaving her normal bodily function severely impaired.
What's up, Brandon?
Brian was convicted of his crime, and after serving prison time, the two divorced shortly after their second child was born in 2002. Months later, Sandra met Gilbert, who was a prison officer at the time, and married him in 2003. That is when Gilbert adopted Brian and Sandra's two children and became their legal parent. After that, the couple moved to Washington in 2013. Little did they know, Brian was going to enter their lives once again, only to completely destroy them and their family.
Wow. You gotta be lying, bro.
I've seen the chest.
Well, I shouldn't say that, but I mean, his shirt is got multiple, looks like multiple puncture cut wounds.
Yeah, I see
cut
that.
lines, so, I mean, a whole bunch.
Yeah, below his left arm there and over by the right side too.
Yeah, below the slits, and there's even a couple.
This do sound strange. Even that little summary real quick, that shit sound crazy.
Oh yeah, I see him now.
The B pillar is what we were thinking is like the B pillar or the A pillar, like if you were to lean and if you're right-handed.
Seem like they
But
both
what if he's
crazy.
left-handed? If he's left-handed, he might have pushed against here and stabbed with his left hand. Or, Adam, if the dude's sitting in the driver's seat, he rips the door open and grabs him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if that's... So it could be something where he was holding on to him for stabilization. Lunchbox is empty, which is kind of weird. He's on his way to work. He's got at least 14 that I can see. That's like... I'm guessing there's several more, but it's like 1, 2,
Definitely
3,
worst nightmare.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Actually, it's closer to 20. He's got, and that's just in the shirt. And he's got several on the. So far, what it looks like is he came up California way this way, maybe came through here, or came around and came in from the Tenaway side, but then fled this way. This is what it kind of appears.
Once statements from employees were taken and surveillance camera footage was gathered, officers became more confident that Brian's death was more than what met the eye. Somehow, Sandra and Gilbert were pieces of the puzzle too,
I bet.
as when Brian moved to Washington in 2020, he stayed with the couple for 2.5 years, and the three had police called for domestic issues.
Time out.
Sandra and Gilbert were pieces of the puzzle too, as when Brian moved to Washington in 2020, he stayed with the couple for 2.5 years.
Why would y'all do that? Y'all already got problems going on, bro. How is that even allowed, my boy? I don't care if you're the father of the kids or not. Dude, you gotta find your own place when you come up here. Who allowed that to happen?
And the three had police called for domestic issues multiple times. All of this led detectives to the house that held numerous ugly truths waiting to be dug out.
Hello. Are you...
1 second, let me put my dogs away here.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, he looks small. It looked like it, yeah. He was leaning forward and the door didn't open all the way, but it looked like him.
Crazy, man.
Hello. How you doing? I'm Detective Sorrell, PD.
How you doing? I'm Gilbert.
You're Gilbert?
Yes.
Sandra. You mind we come in and sit down and chat with you guys for a bit, or just be easier?
Basically, there was an incident this morning, and due to the, I think, complexity of everybody's relationship, would you guys be willing to come down to the police department so we could just get some statements that we were not having to interrupt your home and sit here for God knows how long? Would you guys be willing to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have high
Hell
blood
no.
pressure.
I understand. Don't take it. Take a deep breath. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't think I'm just kind of in shock.
Understood. Yeah.
I mean, he's been talking about doing that for a long time.
What's that?
Do Brando.
I guess what they told us it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what the job told us. 'Cause we're like,
So tomorrow, his last name's Tomorrow.
yeah, Jonathan from Spare Tire, he's the one that called us. And so I called him back, and I was like, because he sent her a message, and I was like, she was like, I don't want to answer it because of the protection order. And so I was like, well, I'll call him. And I called him, and I was like, we're not doing, the communication between us and Brian was, we're in no contact, even third party. And he was like, I'm sorry, sir, I'm sorry, but there was an incident this morning. He committed suicide. And I was like, what? So that's how we found out this morning.
Is it normal for the job to notify us like that?
No.
Because they said something about money and death benefits, and I'm like, who does that?
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Are y'all trying to pin it on the job?
Not sure why you had a phone call, but I apologize for that because that's why we're here. That's our job, not their job. So
Yeah, cause y'all did it. That's why. How would you know? How would you know what happened that morning unless you were there? The job not just gonna call the people first. They gonna call the police like how they did the first time. So that's kind of strange. I'm glad the officer asking them questions because that shit just caught me off guard. How the hell you know? Come on now. Go to the station now. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em.
they're gonna drive themselves. They have a car.
Or they're gonna drive themselves.
Shoes inside. It looked like it. And it looks like there's a black puffy coat tucked in. There's some other coats too. Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing the sweatshirt. The shoes are just inside the doorway.
Like I said, there's a black, looks like a black puffy coat. It's the third coat back. So, third coat hanging. I was trying to check out his hands, and I
couldn't either. As soon as we get there, we gotta separate both of them from their phones.
Okay, so do you want? We're gonna. Okay, if Sandra, if you want to go in there, and then you get to go in there. Being separated.
This is what.
Look, you heard him. We being separated.
Talk. Do you need anything to drink or anything? We're at LPD. I'm Detective Sawyer. You're not under arrest or anything like that. You're free to go anytime. But since we're at LPD, everything's audio and video recorded. All right, you understand? And you're okay with that? Yeah. That everything's audio and video recorded? Okay.
During her interrogation, Sandra began by telling officers that Brian was her first love, and that after she separated from him and married Gilbert, she developed a skin condition that caused boils and rashes to appear whenever she was out in the sun.
Ugh, what the heck is that?
This is why the couple decided to move to Washington, as it received less sunlight and she would be more comfortable there. After 7 to 8 years, the kids found Brian on Facebook and wanted to meet him.
Aww.
This is when Gilbert paid for Brian's ticket in 2020 to come to...
Okay, so that starts to make a little more sense on how he started living in the house. But that still don't give you no right to live in that house. He could have got somewhere to stay and visited and left. That would have eased everything. But they probably did it for the kids, you know? W parents, they probably did it for the kids. And within that particular situation, W parents.
Washington and stay with them at their house. Although the police department released only the audio of Gilbert's interview with no visuals, it nonetheless pieces together every part of this dark puzzle and helps us better understand how and when things began going downhill.
In the 18 years that
WBLM.
Lost contact, it didn't work. He never had a job. His mom said he just sat around and smoked weed, played the guitar, and lived off of her.
He lived with you? He lived with us for 2 years. So I was like,
2 years?
I got
that's a little long.
I'm just like, okay, you're gonna get a job, you're gonna, do this.
What do you mean by that, blinders on?
So, because of the way I said that, because of the domestic violence against my wife, he was manipulating my wife. One day we went to the store. Our youngest daughter, Kaylee, she was dating this guy, and his mom was at the store, and we both were like, "Hey, how's it going? The kids seem like they're really hitting it off, and He kind of walks off and does a little thing, and then I was like, I found it weird because he just, instead of being involved, like he said he wants to be involved with our daughter, he didn't say in that communication. Even though I told him guess who it was, he still, we're in left field. And I was like, okay, I said, I'm going to be the parent here and talk to you about our kid, which we thought, at that time, we thought the relationship was good. And he took off. Instead of being involved in the conversation, he just took off. So then I get home, and he talks to my wife, and he's like telling her, oh, he was cheating on you. He was flirting with this girl at the store.
Oh, hell nah, bruh. Why you trying to come in the house and be a home wrecker, Brody? That's not how that works, bro. That is not how that works, bro. Like, I don't like fathers that be out a kid's life in such a long period of time and then decides they want to be inside the child life, especially fathers who get locked up and get sent to prison and stuff like that. All right, if the mother decides to find a new man and marry him, all right, that child belongs to that man as well. If you get out and you decide that you want to bond, it's kind of a agreement between the husband and the wife now too. Even though you can get your visitation rights, you get what I'm saying? You still have to deal with that father as well, because he type raised your kid while you wasn't there. You gotta accept that, my boy. I'm not gonna lie, man. You try and live there for 2 years and you not trying to get your own stuff. That's what it sounded like. You trying to panhandle and bandwagon, bro. You gotta be mature. Yeah, he want his ex-wife back, and she already married. This like some obsessed movie situation right here. You come into the house trying to break up the home, and like, come on, bro. You already messed up your chance.
Work out, I imagine, thousands of dollars to get him here, to house him, to feed him.
Yeah.
And Brian's done nothing but take advantage of you both. You financially, you emotionally and physically, and it's.
We helped him find the apartment, and then we furnished the apartment.
That's great.
I mean, he had a job, but he wouldn't do it. He would sleep on the floor. And he would just be like, well, I'm going to stockpile the money and not buy food. So we're still buying him food. And then
Oh, hell no.
I'm like,
unaccountable ass man.
you have your own place. So he would just walk in. And then he won't go home until 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Unaccountable.
Like Corporal James was saying, it's possible to love two people at once. And, clearly you love Brian at some point. He's the father of your girls. But Gilbert, right? Gilbert, again, his love is for you, not for Brian. Mm-hmm. And he helped Brian out financially. He's helped Brian out numerous ways. And Brian's hurting the person that Gilbert loves. So, and the girls, right? And
I mean, he would talk to him, and then they would ask him for stuff, and then he'd be like, oh, I get mom now. And they seen it. They started seeing that, okay, he's control of her mom. And they started like, why is he like that? Like, he would get snappy. And I look back at it and I was like, how can I be that stupid?
While Brian was staying with Sandra and Gilbert, they helped him get back on his feet. Gilbert put a bed for him in the living room while he himself slept.
I give them props. Bro. Because that couldn't have been me. Boy. I give them props because they took the time out of their life and tried to get that man situated and get him together. Unfortunately, he lost his life, and rest in peace to that man. I just hope none of them had a part in that, and that's that for me,
On the floor. When they had first moved to Washington, Gilbert too struggled to find a stable job and had to juggle multiple low-paying jobs at the same time, after which he was able to afford buying the house they had been living in on a rental basis. Brian was pretty inactive when he moved in with them, which wasn't all right with Sandra, and she requested that he get a job. That's when Gilbert found him a position at Superior Tire, where he himself was working as a supervisor.
He too nice.
For some time, the three had a normal relationship, and they would even hang out together.
What?
But the couple knew that this wasn't something that could keep going on forever.
But anyway, he was working.
Yeah, that's like a little poly relationship that y'all trying to create there, bro. A little too much going on. What it do, Critical?
And I was like, hey man, you're gonna be here, at least pitch in, food or, something, not just like a rent free.
Exactly.
He's fit about it. And I was like, all right. I finally told my wife, he's gonna have to get his own place. We sat down and talked to him about it, and he was like, yeah, all right, I'll leave. I'll go get my own place.
Good.
And we helped him get his own, we helped him look around, and he was thinking he wanted to buy one. And I was like, I don't think you're in the right position, job-wise to, just jump into buying a house. I said, start renting first. Learn the areas of Longview before you're just like, yep, that's where I want to be. And he's like,
So he moved out about a year ago?
Yeah, he moved out about a year ago.
So would you say the time he lived with you, you guys had a good relationship or a bad relationship? But it sounds like you go from
Critical, that shit got crazy.
Super trying to help this guy to, he's pissing me off because he's not being nice to Sandra. He's not treating her well.
Yeah.
So you've had to confront him a couple of times, right?
Yeah.
But he's just not being nice, but as much as you're going out to be nice to him.
Yeah, it just like
is that a fair characterization?
Yeah. It was like there's like a switch that just wouldn't click. Like, oh, I'm acting like this.
It was too much stress. Because I told him if he was that bad, he needed to be in a home. I'm sorry, but or find somebody.
When did you stop doing that?
Shit crazy, y'all.
I think the last time I called the cops on him.
God bless you, Critical.
I turned in the key and I was done. And then I was like, I'm not coming here every week. I'm not doing this crap no more. Because every time I call the cops to say, hey, he's threatening with, he would deny it.
Sure.
And then they'd be like, he's a grown man. Go home.
Over the last year, did you guys like mend your relationship, or did it just kind of get worse and worse as time went on?
I would say, I'm just gonna say it probably got worse because he stopped talking to me, like, but then it was just kind of like sporadically talking to me and every once in a great while, and it was just about work.
You said you used to work at Superior Tire?
Yeah, I was just like the floor supervisor.
My nigga, why you scared to talk, bruh?
At that time, I'm actually the one that got him hired on.
You got him hired?
Yeah, I vouched for him and everything. And,
okay.
You know, and
you sound so nervous.
At work, he had his good days and bad days, but he would stay at one place the whole day.
So were you his boss?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. How was your relationship doing that?
That was fine.
Okay.
You know, that aspect of it, it was smooth as butter.
Good worker?
Good worker. You know, if I asked him to do something, he was on it. You know,
it was smooth butter.
When we were at work, it was like.
So how did the relationship, most recently, how did it start going south?
Between me and him?
Yeah.
I think it was more or less him just stopped talking to me. Short conversations. I tried to, you know, have conversations with him, you know.
So him not talking to you bothered you more than assaulting your wife?
Oh, no.
Definitely got a guilty conscience.
Yeah, that's so.
Definitely do, y'all.
I rated the shit out of me, honestly, you know. But I was like, holy, what the hell? You know, what possesses somebody to do that?
So after he did that, did you have any contact with him?
No. After that, I was like, you know, I said, I'm done.
Before Brian found his own place to live, he would get.
I think they trying to get in the head and get like a recap of like how it led to that point. You know what I mean? And if anybody had ill feeling towards him before the situation happened, it seemed like she was just literally caught in the middle of everything, which is sad. You know, the wife was literally caught in the middle of two chaotic men. You know, one trying to be there for his family, and then you got one that's coming in trying to be there for his kids late, possibly trying to be with his lady, you know, and then they already throwing out the 1 o'clock himself out or harm himself thought. So you know how that
into a
goes.
lot of small fights with Sandra about the way she lived and what she wore. All of these tussles
that ain't
prompted
your
the couple to
problem.
ask Brian to find his own place to live,
That ain't your business what she wearing.
which they eventually had to find for him. After moving out, Brian began getting depressed, and Gilbert connected him with a therapist while also monitoring his medication from time to time.
Oh my goodness, this dude needs.
He would also threaten Sandra with suicide and demand that she perform certain tasks, or else he would kill himself.
Oh my lord.
Sandra continued to do all of it for him, things that went far beyond normal tasks.
Oh, she's weak-minded. She's weak-minded. Dude said, if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna hurt myself, bruh. That's some controlling stuff to say to somebody, bro. If y'all dealing with somebody who saying that they gonna do this and that to themselves, if you don't be with them or comply or do what they want you to do, that's not right, bro. Leave them alone, bro. If they really want to harm themselves, then they're gonna do it. Dang, I shouldn't have probably said that. I probably shouldn't have said that, but you got to stay away from those type of people.
And Gilbert had no idea about it. Though, all of it changed after Brian assaulted Sandra in August.
If you ain't got the evidence critical, then sometimes it be hard. You can tell your story, but the evidence gotta be strong.
Of 2023.
And what exactly, what specific things do you want me to do?
Get the confession.
He wanted me to act this place.
Why? See, he want her back.
I did that.
And you did it?
My daughter needed the tuition fee.
You, whoa! Oh my goodness, you should have had morals. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. She threw it on that man. She threw it on that man.
Had no idea about it. Though, all of it changed after Brian assaulted Sandra in August of 2023.
And what exactly, what specific things did he want me to do?
He wanted me to...
He assaulted her in 2023?
Act this place. And I did that because my daughter needed the tuition fee.
Your daughter needed a tuition fee?
If you do that, then I'll go pay it right now. So I felt...
Oh my goodness, bro. He said, if you do this, I will pay for it right now. And you decided to do it. That was the biggest scam of this century, bro. That was the oldest scam in the book, bro. Oh my goodness, bro.
Like, pretty much like a prostitute. And I didn't know how to calculate.
Did she get the tuition fee?
I felt like I put myself in that situation.
Well, how does he find out about that?
On the 29th.
Oh my goodness, see?
After the assault? The 29th of what? Of which month?
September.
September. And that's after the assault?
A month after.
Okay. And what does he say about that? What's his reaction?
He said that he should have...
Yeah, they need a lawyer.
And he should have paid more attention.
Is he upset with you?
No.
At any point in time, whether it was intentional, accidental, whatever it may be, did Sandra and Brian have any relations?
After everything, I didn't know anything about any of what happened. He was abusing her because my daughters, she would say, because he would tell him, whatever you need, let me know and I'll help you. Like cat litter, and the other one's going to college, and he's like, okay, I'll help you. I pay tuition, and he would turn around and take it out on my wife when wasn't around and the kids weren't around.
When you say take it out, what do you mean?
He would sexually abuse my wife.
Oh my Lord. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, lady. I'm so sorry. He took advantage of you. That's not right. That's so not right. Like, come on, bro. Like you blackmailing this girl. You blackmailing the girl and use it. Like, come on, bro. Go find your own, bro. Go find your own. And for her to just like willingly do it though, like you can't really say that's you feel me, assault. You get what I'm saying? You can't really say that's assault if you're kind of like, oh, I'm doing it for the tuition. Then you get what I'm saying? Unless he really like being aggressively physical with you. You get what I'm saying?
What was that going on?
After I found out about it, I was I'm assuming a few months.
Well, come on, man. Seriously?
Yeah.
You're telling me you last talked to him 2 years ago, but he had sex with your wife most recently up to a few months ago? And you didn't try to reach out to him?
I
this
stayed
lame.
cool. I stayed calm. I stayed. I did.
All right.
And I was so pissed off and livid. I was like, no, this ain't going down like this.
This probably caused him to retaliate crazy though.
I told her, I said, he needs to pay for his consequences.
Wait, turn. They flipped the switch.
It's time to stop hiding behind whatever he's got this hold on you. I said, it's time to let it out. And that's what started this whole court system, the whole protection order. I was like, it's time to stop. And I said, for us to get better, we need to stop this. You need to put a stop to him. So I called. She's like, okay, I'll write a statement. And so I called the cops, and with our team out and took her statement and everything. And I was like, it's time to stop. I said, the only way we're going to get better is to stop this communication with him and letting him win.
In August of 2023,
He right.
Brian
He
tried to run
definitely
Sandra
right.
over with his car near his residence.
What? Whoa, bro, he wildin', bro. You tripping, bro.
A few days later, he picked her up and threw her onto a glass table in his house during an argument, injuring her right arm and waist so severely that she required surgery to recover.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, is he playing WWE?
All of this happened while he was still Sandra, according to her, and that was the last day she spoke to him. Police were called, but the only conclusion of their investigation was a no-contact order between the two for 99 years, which Sandra and Gilbert were not happy about, as they felt Sandra's abuser was still roaming free while she suffered every day.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have hit that man with, if I can never be in that situation, bro. I'll do life, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It's either you can have this lady or I'ma do life, bro. Cause it's not no way that I'ma just let that slide, bro. You not about to just get away with messing with my girl like that, bro. That's just real talk, bro. Any man not gonna go for that. I don't care if that's your old baby dad, your ex. I don't care about none of that, bro. Like, that's the type of shit that has somebody come out and commit something, bro. Cause you poking at a bear, bro, and you're actually doing it. I understand that she didn't even let him do it, but she already let him do it, bro. That's how a man go crazy, bro. I'm surprised the stepfather didn't clock out. From all that, like, bro, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. And I don't even know if I'll be able to like handle that much, bro. I'm just being honest. As a man, no way.
Gilbert even left his job at Superior Tire and took another job elsewhere just to avoid interacting with Brian.
With Brian, they're going to do an autopsy today. It is scheduled for today. We're fingers crossed. But what we can tell you is that this isn't something that he did to himself. Okay. And that's why we're having this conversation. And
One time might be enough.
Our job is we have to look over every rock and look at every
God forbid.
to find out what happened. Because regardless of what Brian's done in his
That's
past,
a fat LB. Crazy.
What happened to him was wrong. And so you gotta
What
look at
happened to me was wrong too, but 100%.
100%.
100%, you are correct.
And I know that charges were coming for him.
Yeah, all this could have been avoided if the first officer would have done something.
See, money is the root of all evil as well. Because that's why I'm saying, like, she was being blackmailed. Like, if she was being like assaulted, then it's like he would have been having to be physically aggressive. But if he could have been doing both, he could have been being manipulative and being aggressive at the same time. Because if he was saying, oh, I pay the kids tuition, oh, I get the cat litter and this, that, and the third, in order for that exchange, and you did it willingly, then you can't say that was assault. You get what I'm saying? If he took it upon himself to come upon you, then you get what I'm saying? It's a different way to approach it. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong, but that's just how I put it. I'm not saying that, like, I'm not trying to say that it's not right either. That's not right either. If a lady don't want to do nothing, she don't want to do nothing, bro. You can't force a lady to do nothing, bro. End of story.
And I did sign a complaint on it because
Just weird.
it was ridiculous. I don't want to call 911. You told me to go home and make better choices.
Is there going to be any video cameras that show
Throwing through the glass table is crazy.
Your son going to school at 7. Is there going to be any cameras that show any cars leaving your property, be it in the alley or on the street? Not that I can recall. Okay. What if I say
They probably already. Oh my goodness. I was just about to say, what if they already have the footage, bro? I be talking too fast, bro. I be talking too fast.
your son going to school at 7? Is there going to be any cameras that show any cars leaving your property, be it in the alley or on the street?
JDM, what it do, family?
Okay. What if I said we had different?
Okay. That's crazy.
What if I said I had a guy running from the scene wearing everything but you're wearing minus the shoes and the pants. And the shoes that I saw were in your living room.
Oh my God! He got you on that, my God!
And the coat is in your living room.
Oh my God!
Because you're wearing the same sweatshirt.
He's wearing the same clothes. Oh my Lord.
If you had anything to do with this, now's the time to get in front of it and help yourself.
Huh?
So help me help you. Because if you did, you had a reason for it. There's got to be a reason why you did it.
No, that makes sense. I see where you're coming from.
I can
Got
see
his
it. I can
ass.
see it.
Oh my goodness.
Everything's changed on you. Your face changed. Your body language just changed. Help me help you. Come on, Gilbert.
I didn't do it. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, when I take your sweatshirt and I find blood on your sleeves, when I take your cell phone and your cell phone timeline doesn't match up with what you're telling me, when I take your shoes and your shoes match the exact dirt that's at the side of the car, because I saw dirt on the sole of your shoe, they're the exact same shoes running from the scene. We have you on business cameras running, wearing that sweatshirt with those shoes that are in your living room, with the coat that's hanging in your living room.
Yo, bro, he is frying him. Bro, he's frying him, bro. He's frying him, bro. Oh my goodness. Yo.
You're pissed off. I'd be pissed off too. I would. When people are angry, people just do stupid.
I would have just confessed.
People do things that they regret. People do things that maybe they wish they didn't do.
I'm sorry, brother.
Now, I need you to get in front of this and explain to me. I don't think it's a matter of did you or didn't you. It's a matter of why did you. Tell me why.
What you mean why? Bro, don't ask me that, bro. Don't ask me that, bro. I might jump over this table, bro. Don't ask me that, bro.
Why did you tip over the edge? What made you just, today's the day.
Jump over this goddamn table, bro.
You know what he drives, you know where he works, you know his schedule. This isn't a random thing that happened. Explain to me how you didn't do it.
It wasn't me.
Who was it?
He's still denying it. Huh? My boy, how are you denying it still?
I don't know. I believe you that you were that nice guy. I believe you that you were the guy who really tried to help this guy out. You adopted his 2 kids. You were the guy who really stuck his neck out there and tried to do right by this guy and help him out. And it seems like every time you stuck your neck out to help this guy, he did you wrong.
See, bruh, and that's crazy, bro. Like, I'm not trying to glorify that he got bagged or anything, but I'm not saying he wrong. I'm definitely not saying he wrong at what he did. The action probably came with repercussions, and it had to be handled in a court of law. But I do not say he's wrong in what he did, bruh. You came to my house, my family, and you tore it apart, bro. You tore it apart, bro. Like, yeah, I probably blacked out, and now you not here no more and stuff like that. That's probably the only wrong thing he did, bro. Like, you could have, like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. And if anybody feel how I feel right now, bro, it's crazy, bro. Cause it's like, yo, how would you feel? How would you feel if somebody did that to your wife? I'm talking about the officer. You get what I'm saying? You can't tell me that you gonna handle that in a professional manner, bro. Not because you sitting right in front of my face, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Ultimately, to commit the ultimate, which is have an affair with your wife, I mean, that's frustrating. Yeah. It's devastating.
It was hard to swallow.
Yeah. So that's not something that I think any guy or any female, anyone in a relationship, but definitely I think a male, I think takes lightly, especially for someone who has given up as much as you have. So it is understandable.
He's a good dude.
You had your limit. It is understandable why you had reached your max and you just can't take it anymore.
He's a good dude.
So I'm telling you, the things that I described to you,
It's not that it doesn't do for you.
Shit. He said every time you tried to help him, he railed your wife. He did extort that man, bruh.
It really doesn't look good for you.
I ain't gonna lie, bruh. He had to go.
Why you did what you did, not if you did it.
He would have been in jail for hitting me with a car. I'm sorry, but
I'm not trying to upset you.
You just gotta sit in.
You've been upset enough.
Damn, bruh. Now you gotta sit in prison, right? And somebody else gonna be railing your wife.
You've been emotionally broken and betrayed. That's not what we're here to do.
yeah, but
He gonna get railed, and his wife gonna get railed.
He's dead.
We do have to look at all his associates, including the people that he worked
Yeah,
with.
but it just makes it look weird now that I wash my son's clothes. Right?
Why is that weird?
Because that's how you people think. I worked with you guys. I was only a mess.
Have either of us been dishonest with you? Have either of us?
You haven't told me that.
Might as well.
You could have been upfront about that.
Do we have that information that comes from our coroner's office? And that's why they're going to do an autopsy, but they told us definitely what we're seeing he could not have done to himself.
Amidst all the turmoil, Brian had even threatened Gilbert that he'd his biological son, which infuriated Gilbert. And Sandra...
Oh, yeah. He kept poking at the bear. He kept poking at the bear, bruh. Oh,
even purchased a gun to defend herself and her family from Brian. This is when Gilbert told officers that he had done something he should never have done, after denying it for hours.
All of this.
That's like somebody getting bullied constantly, and they finally hit back with some harsh shit, and now you gone. Because you done picked at that man and bullied that man so much, bro. That's crazy, bro. He helped him get on his feet, all that. Still was doing them dirty. Still was doing them dirty. That junk was crazy, bro. Like, I don't say you wrong, but you do gotta sit in jail for that, bro.
Domestic violence, the of my wife, pissed me off so bad. I couldn't do nothing about it. I couldn't. I tried not to. I couldn't.
I know, bro.
I couldn't do it. For her sake, went to the cops, did that, filled out the paperwork, everything. Now he's telling us, oh,
Critical Yoshi, I swear.
My wife's living. She's hurt.
That's the thing, bruh. That's the thing, bruh. You married, bro. I understand if it was your girlfriend, bro. You're married. Like, bro, I can't. I feel so bad. I feel so sorry for him. I feel so sorry for him, though. You know what I mean? I really do. I really do. Cause this like a baby boy movie right here. This Tyrese and old boy Snoop Dogg. You get what I'm saying? Brody coming back into life, kid taking control of everything, bro. It's nothing that he could have done right besides accept the fact that he did that to his wife. You get what I'm saying? He did that to his wife. He had to accept that.
To the ground, she's upset. He's walking around like nothing happened. He's golden. My mind, I'm speechless. I'm trying to fix my wife and I.
Bro, I met Fleece Johnson, I swear. It's so much I want to say.
Figure out where I messed up in my marriage.
You ain't mess up.
Thinking that's why she stepped out. She didn't step out on me. She was being manipulated under my roof.
Right.
Without me knowing about it because I wasn't even home.
Exactly. He couldn't do nothing.
I'm trying to fix a marriage where I thought I was broken and I messed up. But where I messed up was I let him into my home.
Exactly.
That's where I messed up.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. That's a whole fact, bro. Like, yo. Yo. I'm not even gonna laugh. Cause this dead ass fucked up though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this dead ass fucked up though, bro. Because like how can I explain this good enough? How can I explain this good enough? That man, you was a green light, bro. He took advantage of the whole situation. He literally took advantage of the whole situation, and you let that shit happen, bro. You let it happen. You let that happen, bro. Like you can have the goodest heart in the world, bro. But certain people, you don't need to help. Certain people do not belong in your house. It's just that. You can have friends and all that. So all my friends ain't going to my house, bro. Like that don't having somebody she already had intercourse with don't even make sense to even have in the house anyway. Especially what he did to the kid. You got to go through court order for these visitations, my boy. And I'm just no man coming in the house at all, bruh.
So today,
he messed up.
All of this came down on me.
He messed up.
I blacked out.
He
I went
messed
over there.
up.
I killed him. Took off. And now here we are.
Now here we are. So how did you know he was going to be there today?
I was just a supervisor. I was a supervisor.
Okay. You just knew he was going to be there.
I just knew. I just took a guess and gander today that he was going to be there. Lo and behold, he was there.
Yeah, the devil don't play. The devil do not play, bro. The devil do not play. If you want something, you're gonna get it. Whether it's boy, he just plays your hand.
No, she didn't know. She didn't know anything what was going on.
Did she know you killed him?
After I got home.
It definitely is critical.
She didn't know anything until after, and they called.
And never let him in.
He said he committed. That's what I told her, and that's why they were all upset.
And then what? You told her that you're the one that did it?
No. I didn't. All I wanted to do was protect my family.
I know, bro.
From a person that was and a beater. He controlled women like a puppet. Even if he didn't even tell them anything, my daughters were afraid of their own.
Man, he a hero. I don't care what the court says. He took out a hero. He took out a villain. He's a hero, bruh. He a goddamn hero.
House because he was.
It had to be stopped. It had
They
to,
changed
bro.
the way they dressed because the way he looked at them, they felt like he was a predator, like he was them, and they were like they couldn't wear their normal teenager wear.
They
That I
can't.
bought them, and I told him, at the time, and I was like, I don't give a what he says. He has no say over what you wear and what you do.
F the lawyer.
You're right. You do it. And they
F
still
the
changed
lawyer.
because they were afraid of him.
Nah, dead ass, bro. I feel bad for him.
All of this?
All of this. Everything just.
I feel so bad
So
for
what made
him,
you
bro.
decide getting up off the couch today?
Not even gonna
Honestly,
lie.
I didn't want to get up off the couch. I was so mad. I was so frustrated. I don't even remember getting off the couch. I remember I opened the door. I think I saw the white of his eyes.
He definitely should have got a lawyer, bro.
You know where?
No.
See how many times?
No.
They got evidence on him. What getting a lawyer? What was that gonna do? They got his whole outfit and they got footage of him going and do it.
Did you say anything to him?
No. I didn't say a word.
Didn't say a word to him at all the whole time?
The whole time.
When he said, what the hell, did he say anything else after? Stop, don't, leave me alone, get out of here, swear at you, anything?
No.
He's just swiping at you like this, push you away?
I was like, I freaked out, I shut the door, and that's when I took off running.
Gilbert confessed that he killed Brian using a pocket knife and hid the murder weapon not very far from the location.
Wow.
When asked by officers whether his wife was involved in the plan as well, he told them it was his own decision and that he now wanted to confess everything to his wife.
I'm so sorry, sir.
I wanted to protect our family, and I did a stupid act on my behavior. I didn't want to, but I didn't know how else to help you guys get over the fear of Brian.
That's a nightmare to live in. That's a nightmare to live in. Because if you was in his position, if you was in this man's position, and you let that man in that house, you would have probably been in the same circumstance. I probably would have been in the same circumstance. That's why this should be a life lesson, bro, to everybody. When somebody goes through something like this should be a life lesson to not put yourself in this situation at all, because that's the possibility of the outcome if that happens. You get what I'm saying? This is educational purposes and stuff not to do. Do not let nobody in your house, bro.
I did one thing that
you don't know.
I think of to help you guys be safe.
Don't blame me. I blame that cop. I love you. I blame that cop.
I love you.
He probably did it for himself. He probably did it for himself, bruh. You gotta think about it, bruh. You gotta think about it. Everybody else, like he sacrificed his freedom. He sacrificed his freedom for the sake of his kids and his wife. You get what I'm saying? He sacrificed his freedom for the sake of his daughters and his wife. His wife was going through crazy stuff. Like even though that was the dude that he harmed was the father to them girls and stuff, it still don't give you no right to do what you had did to the mom. It still don't give you no right. Even though he did what he did, it don't give him no right to harm the man either. But certain measures come with certain measures. At least he knows his family is gonna be protected. Away from that dude. No more, bro. You see how many years they were assaulted and abused and all that stuff? That's not acceptable, bro. I'm sorry.
As soon as I possibly can.
I just feel bad for this man. You had a good heart. Good hearts always get effed over.
Give her a hug. Sure.
Good heart ones get effed over, bro.
Gilbert was charged with murder, robbery, and tampering with evidence. He was later sentenced to 27 years in prison for murder.
Damn, bro. I'm sorry, my boy. Like, ooh. That one gave me goosebumps, y'all. That one gave me goosebumps. I feel so bad for this man, though. That's what I do. I do feel bad for him. Because there was no decision. Like, you would have been thinking about, like, that's still something that you can't get off your mind about what he did to your wife, though. That's something that will never fade off your mind. It don't matter if you clocked him out or not. Nobody ever gonna forget that, bro. That's just the end of the story, bro. That's just the end of the story, bro.